Hey all, welcome back. So in this next couple of videos, here's where I want to get to. So you see we have a download button now. So I want that to be for the data frame that we're actually looking at. So if we set the lower and upper bound for age to be 20 to 30, then you see it kind of looks like that. So if we go over here and we download the data, see it has a timestamp associated with it to uniquely identify it. And here's what the data looks like. It's a zip file, so it contains, you have your metadata in here, so you have what time frame you looked at, what you were looking at on the X and the Y, what you did for the trend line, how many records were retrieved. We have the actual CrossFit data file here. So we have it limited to just be the name, region, affiliate, what you'd see on the hover effects of the plot, plus what you're actually looking at for the X and the Y axis. And this is all limited to 20 to 30-year-olds. And we have an image of the actual scatter plot. So that's the plan of where to go. So let's get started. So to get started here is actually pretty easy. We want this on the scatter tab, and we want this to appear before the actual chart. And what's great is we're actually set up for success already because we have a data frame that we can use. So that's great. All we need to do is get the buttons. So Streamlit has a widget called download button, and it's as simple as that. Just put that in, and then it just asks for a few parameters. So for the label, we'll just say download data, and then the actual data itself is just going to be, we can just do DF, but we want the user to be able to download a CSV, right? So we can just convert that with pandas by using df dot to CSV, and then we just want to set the index equal to false. The file name, so this is what we actually want the user to download. So I am going to do a zip file in the future, but for now we're just going to do the CSV. So we'll just call it CrossFit data.csv. And then the only other thing is, so you have something called a MIME type. So that basically tells the browser like how to actually handle this file, right? So there are a couple different types. You may have seen this before. It has one part and then a slash, and then the other part is the actual file type. So the first part in here is the actual file type that you're looking at. So this is a text-based file, and then to get more specific on that, it is a CSV. And then it is as simple as that. Just save that. Then always rerun. Hopefully there's no errors. Let's download data, and there you go. You have your download button, and that gives everyone who is between let's see, 24 and 70. Oh, that's because we didn't. So Alright, so let's actually take a look at that then. So Derek is the 70-year-old. So we don't want Derek to appear in the list. So if we, from our choices here, if we do 20 years old to 30 years old, and then hit download data again, then open this up, you see Derek doesn't appear in the list anymore. It goes returned to Anthony because Derek did not fall in the date range. Alright, so what I want to show you now is kind of a best practice to do with the download button rather than just have it here, because the problem is that this is now part of the app, and the way that Streamlit is designed to work is that anytime you interact with a component, it'll rerun the entire app, which isn't necessarily the best thing. So that is, I mean, right now it's kind of hard to demonstrate because our app is very quick. But what we're going to do is we're going to just arbitrarily put in some sleep commands here with the time library, so that way we can see how using a fragment would benefit us. So what we want is we will make a little progress bar widget, so the st.progress, and we'll start at 0, and then for I in, so we'll iterate 100 times over this loop. Whoops, not 1,000, that's a little aggressive. And what we're going to do basically is we're just going to say time.sleep, and then we'll set it for something low just so that we can see, so like 0.03, and every time we do that, we'll update the progress bar. So the progress is going to be whatever I is, and then plus 1. So every 0.03 seconds, it'll advance the progress bar by 1. So let's save that, and then let's see what we have. Okay, so we have the progress bar, and then everything loads up. So the problem that we'll face now is if we click the download button, then you can see, oh, it scrolled all the way down for some reason. Okay, let's expand that so you can see it a little better. So it's rerunning the entire app, and then it will load the download button again. So that's not exactly what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that progress bar for right now, but we will grab this download button, and instead we'll just create a function. We'll just call it right here, even though it's not written yet. And the data will just be the data frame from above, and then we'll do 2 CSV like we did before. And then index equals false. Okay, now we'll scroll all the way back up. And to do this, Streamlit fragments are, it's just like cache data, except instead of caching it for the entire app, we're caching it for just the UI components that are contained in this fragment. So it's a way to kind of like isolate out what needs to be rerun and what doesn't. It's it's huge for time savings. So download CSV, and then we'll just have the data like that, and then we'll just paste what we have, and then that should be it. So we will just rerun that. Okay, it's gonna load up. Here, I'll refresh it again. It's gonna load up, and then it's going to output that download data. That's just because this is Python essentially under the hood, so it's going to execute just top to bottom. But you see now when we click the download button, it doesn't refresh the entire app anymore. You can just yeah, you can just keep downloading it like that and get new files. 31 and 32 now. Okay. Yeah, so you're getting new files. So that should be it for this one. In the next video, I want to work on that zip file and get the metadata and the image file in there as well. And we'll work on that next time. So thanks for watching.